Hi, and welcome to the alpha release preview of my program, Leap the Learning Program, or LTLP. The fact that you're watching this means you're one of the few selected to see this alpha release. And I'm going to submit this for the Google Science Fair 2013. So I need your help, I need your cooperation for this one thing, and I need your prayers. That's something I need anyway. So let's get on to it. By the way, I'll be recording this in sessions because I recorded this twice and it crashed on me every single time. So yeah, let's get on to it. So this is my entire program. These sets of files and folders. So these are the actual files, the dynamic files that help it to learn and so on and so forth. And these two are just running files, and these two are the set of my entire code. This is just a reset to default, just in case I want to reset the entire thing to default, and these are my images. So first, okay, let's get on to it. And I'm gonna start by showing you a dummy version of my program, or what is actually happening to robots right now and to many games right now, or whatever, you know what I mean. So this is not functional in this, only here. So this is our character, it's called Leap, and I'll give you more information about it, or let's say it will give you more information about itself in the next program. So we're gonna move it, and each time you move it, its health increases, and yes, like that. If you know basic math, you know it increases by 5 by now. And now this is a fire. The red and blue and yellow thing is fire. The red and blue half circle things with gray in the middle, that's a magnet, and the gray circles with black dots inside, those two are spikes. Now for the tiling, the majority of it is just the floor, the ground, yeah. The green colored part is slime. I meant for it to be slime, I guess. I don't know how to say that. The red color is carpet, and the blue color is water. Genius. Now let me move the bot towards a fire. I am telling it to go towards a fire, and as you can see there, the health didn't increase by 5, it increased by 2, because the fire actually removed some of the health. I'm gonna tell it to go towards its doom, and it's going towards its doom, and it just reduced the health by a lot. And again, it's standing on top of fire. And see that? I gotta be. Now let me go towards the magnets to show you how stupid bots really are. And it's damaging itself over and over again, and it didn't die. That's great, because I wanted to show you the spikes. I'm gonna go on to the spikes and off of the spikes and keep. This is going to be my last time I'm going to press down, and it's gonna die, I'm sure. And I'm gonna press down, and it's going to follow my orders, and it's gonna kill itself. See? That is what I want to change with my program. I want to take artificial intelligence to the next level, and by that I don't mean pushing artificial intelligence to the next level itself, but to start a new type of intelligence, a kind of natural intelligence. So yeah, let's get on with it. Run full. Might take some time. Oh yes, it did. Okay, now let me explain this. This environment is exactly the same as the dummy environment you saw before. It still has a fire, it still has a magnet, the spikes and the other spike magnet stuff, the slime, the carpet, the water, the bot, the floor. Yeah, everything's the same there. So let's go forward. Let me tell you how I like to think about this. I like to think about this as the bot. Let's take the bot as a really small child that just came into this world. So it knows very little about itself. It knows almost nothing about its environment. All it knows is about the block it's standing on. And then it knows that it can learn stuff. So as you move, it gets information from those blocks and it stores it. And here's one piece of information: it can only see the block it's standing on. Even though it has eyes in front of it and all, it can only see the block it's standing on. Yeah, so let's start off not from the virtual environment but from this section. Okay, so this is an interface, an input-output interface, which is used to communicate with the robot. You can talk to the robot, you can ask it simple questions, and it'll reply to you. So let's start off the way I started it. Let's start off by asking it the question I asked it first, or the question I made it answer first. Yeah. Who you? Oops. Who you? And it answers me name Leap. It means to answer that its name is Leap. So my name is Leap, but then it can't do grammar. So good. Yeah. Good answer. You can still understand, you can still comprehend. Okay, let's move on. Now, by the way, Leap, I told you a little while ago that its name is Leap. It knows that its name is Leap, and it knows what the meaning of leap is. Do you? No, I don't think so. So let's ask it, shall we? What is leap? Leap, Learning and Evolving Program. So the full form of LEAP is Learning and Evolving Program. I know the A and the E are swapped here for and evolving, they swapped, but naming it LEAP I think is better than naming it LAEP, which I don't know how to pronounce. Something like LEAP, I guess. Yeah, so I think that's a good decision. I'm doing a thumbs up with my thumb. Okay, now let's ask it, what are you? Perfectly valid question. Like, what are you? Like, me robot. So it means to answer that I am a robot, but then no grammar again. Me robot. You can still understand though. Then by the way, I asked it who you. You can also ask it who are you. It still works that way. Still the same answer. And you can ask it what is your name. Is your name. This gives a little different answer from this. It answers me robot, me name Leap, because of the system. Now I think that's all there is for this part, the communication part. Let me just check. Oh yeah, I nearly forgot. You can ask it where are you as well. So where are you? Block 4. As far as it's concerned, it can only see one block, and so the block it's standing on is the block, and that block for it is block 4. It doesn't have a name for the block. I'll show you that in a little while, but now it knows that this block is block 4 and it says block 4. So that's all for the interaction, this kind of interaction. Next up we are going for the virtual environment. So okay, a little while ago I told you how this works. It works exactly the same as before. These things reduce your health, the health increases, and so on and so forth. So I'm gonna move it, and its health is increasing just like before. Now I'm going to move it towards the fire like last time. So 125 the health, 130, one, and moved back. See, moving back, because it wants to survive. And when it sees that its health is going down, it moves back because it doesn't want to die. The same thing for the magnet. See that? And for the spikes. Huh. Guess the magnet. Oops. Guess the temperature field is doing something crazy. What is this? I don't know why that happens. Yeah, that worked. Okay. Glitch. So the spike. See? Just went back. So this, as far as I think, is one of the most important traits of all living organisms. The ability to survive. Organisms would do anything to survive, even if it means disobeying their master. In this case, this bot will disobey me, its commander, to live, to protect its health. And that, I think, is getting us one step closer to artificial human thinking. Okay, now I'm going to show you the interaction of the robot with the environment, and then learning. So this is the exciting part. It's a somewhat new part. I'm going to make this robot learn things about the environment. Until now, we haven't seen it learning anything. We have, however, seen it respond to our questions and so on. And in fact, it has been learning as it has been moving around. It has been learning about different things, including the fact that if you approach a fire, then your health goes down, and if you go away from a fire, the health goes up, or temperature increases, health goes down, and vice versa. So now let me ask the bot a question. Color of block. The block. This is a very interesting question to it, because it has no idea what color is. When I ask it, it asks me back what color, and what it means by that is it means to ask us what color is. Now all of us should know that telling what color is to a blind person is impossible. So how are we going to go about this? Well, the bot isn't blind. It can see the block underneath it, and we know the color of the block underneath it. So let's try telling it the color of the block underneath it, which is gray in this case, majority of it at least. So color of block is gray, and it said okay. Now let's test it. I'm gonna copy the color of the block. So, and it replies, why isn't it going down? Block color gray. The color of the block is gray. And let's try here, and it says block color green, which is again right. And let's go to the water. And block color blue. And now let's go on to the carpet, red, carpet, the piece of red carpet. Yeah. So block color red. So you know that works. Now the color is not the only property we have. We have temperature and we have magnetism. Temperature for the fire, magnetism for this, and you have roughness for this. So let's try temperature now. Let's ask it the temperature. Is that the spelling? Or is it just temperature? Wait, there's no double P. Let's just put that. Fine, temp. Fire. Oops, I meant block. The block. And what's temp? What's temperature? Well, the temperature of that block is 0. Is 0 because there are no sources of heat around it. So not able to find 0 for too many values. That's because the roughness of that block is 0, the magnetism of that block is 0, and the temperature of that block is also 0. So which 0 do we mean? It doesn't know. Let's go towards the fire. And that should do it. Oops. This mechanism is annoying sometimes. So the temperature of block, you have to ask the question again. What's temperature? So temperature of block, you can put the block if you want, but I just use block, is not 0, it's 1. So okay, now let's try to glitch ourselves into the fire. Now let's just try to get closer. So there, let's ask it temperature of block, and it says block temperature is 1, which is peculiar because I guess it didn't get the message. I'm gonna try to glitch myself in just for the glows. Now let's ask it the temperature of block, and block temperature 3, which is right because the fire is 4 and each block of it's 3 and so on. That's how the field works here. And now let's go here, and we know this is slime, so let's ask it the color of slime. What's slime? Well, it's standing on slime, isn't it? So let's say slime. Oops, slime is block, or the block. Okay, it doesn't say okay. Small glitch which I caused by myself by deleting some code which I shouldn't have. Sorry, I guess. Now I am on top of the water, and now I'm going to ask it the color of slime. Of slime. So it is green, which is right. And now we can put up water, but I don't want to show you everything. I think you kind of get that it works for all of them. Let me show you one more. Let's go on top of the fire if we can. Yeah, there we are. Now let's say color of block. Yep, that's right. Okay, now let's ask it the color of fire. What's fire? Well, fire is the block you're standing on, right? So okay, now let's ask it the temperature a fire. It should be. Oh no, it didn't work. Oh no, it set fire to some block there because our glitch glitched the glitch. If that makes any sense. Yeah. Well, nothing I can do about that, I guess. I could try to redo it. Nah. I think you probably get the point here. Yeah. Now, to give you a brief overview before I go into the favor part, I want to change the world. And this is my submission to the Google Science Fair 2013 to do just that. Through this program, I wish to push our level of artificial intelligence to the next level. I want to make a form of natural intelligence. Here, things learn, not patterns in data, not like how you do something, but it learns from the environment, things that help it thrive and live. And it can also learn other things. For example, if you were asked a question and it were necessary, the answer to it was necessary, it can learn such things. In this case, we don't have things like this yet. We have huge neural networks that can process the even minute patterns in data, but we don't have anything that can learn things which are helpful to itself. For example, here the robot, the bot, the bug moves away from fire to avoid damage to itself. I mean, us as humans, when we were less evolved, when we were just starting to evolve, I don't think we were able to recognize small patterns in data and not able to get away from a fire when we were going to die. Do you? I don't think so either. So, now this program aims to do this within a very small limit. I don't want to use a huge network of computers, nor do I want to use a really powerful computer like they do in neural networks. And this is not a cheat algorithm like what you see in Cleverbot, or it doesn't use a huge database like in Cleverbot, in what was it called, Wolfram Alpha and such things. This is literally a 5 meg program. That's it. And it can still learn to get away from a fire. Basic survival. Now, I want to ask you a favor. You have seen how both the dummy program, which symbolizes how usual games, usual simulations, and, well, very advanced robots are like now. Let's say mid-level robots, and most games are like now. That one. And you have seen my program. There are many differences here, and I want you to answer a few questions which I ask you. Okay, now I ask you, please complete this 10 question questionnaire. It's very simple and I need it, please. So let's get on to it. Question 1. What is the first thing the bot in my program remind you of? It could be anything, a person, not a person, like, yeah, whatever. What does it remind you of? It could be a person, it could be a thing, it could be whatever you think of. What does it remind you of first? Second question. Do you think there's a need for such a program? Third question. Do you already know of any program or robot that can do this? That is, learn to survive and survive from what it has learned. Fourth question. Do you think this can improve the quality of human life or even the quality of life of other animals? Fifth question. Name some uses you think this software, this kind of thinking algorithm has. Sixth question. On a scale from 1 to 10, rate the first, the dummy program, on how intelligent or human it is. The human likeness. The program I'm talking about here is the first one where I told you how the current programs are, not my program itself. Question 7. On a scale from 1 to 10, rate the second real program on how human or intelligent it is, human likeness. This one is my program, the one in which the bird moves away from the fire and tells you the color of slime. Question number 9. Do you think I should submit this to the fair? Be honest here, please. Do you truly think I should submit this to the fair? And why isn't it going up? And lastly, question 10. Do you think this program could lead to the end of the world? No, I'm serious. Answer that question as well. Now, you can answer these questions in like one word, a yes or a no, or in most cases, or you could give me a paragraph or an essay explanation for each question. I don't mind, but I want you to please give me answers for this honestly, and you can submit it either to my Facebook page or through email. I don't mind. I'll check both. Okay. Thank you for your time and hope you like my program, and I honestly hope you send me the answers to those questions as well. Oh yeah, all of these questions will be there in the description, including the last one. I mean the last one. Okay then, peace out.